Hey, what's up guys, I'm Zebulus and I'm just making this quick video to show you what setup I've been running for my GankSorc the past couple of days for the Greymoor patch. So obviously you can run something else, this is just what I'm running and I'm sharing it with you guys. So we're gonna start with the sets. I'm running 2 Slime Crow, 1 heavy and 1 medium. We're running 5-1-1 by the way. Then we're running 5 spinners. I have 3 on the body and then 2 jewelry. My jewelry is blue, but you could gold it if you want. It doesn't make that big of a difference. Blue still gets the job done, so it's up to you. And then we have 5 pieces of Calarion on the front bar. My Calarion is Impen and Training. And then I have a ring because I can't bother farming for more. Then for the last 2 piece we have a Inferno Staff. It is charged with a shock glyph. You want this charged with a shock glyph because charge will make it so that your shock glyph procs minor vulnerability, which is an extra 8% on all of your burst, so this is really good. And then on the back bar we're running Potente defending to be tankier, as you can see. This gives us a little bit of survivability if we're caught with our pants down. For the traits, we want ideally everything divines on there, but as I said, I can't bother farming for those, and this is infused. It's not so bad either, but ideally you want everything divines. And for the jewelry, I'm running Arcane. If you have purple or gold jewelry, you can go for infused with full spell damage. That would be the best damage possible, but this gets the job done, as I said. And for the enchants, obviously you want everything max magicka on the body. Shock glyph here, and on the back bar you could go for a spell damage glyph if you really want to min-max the survivability aspect of the build. But it's not really made for that, it's made more for the one-shot, so anyway. Let's get into the skills. We have Crystal Blast, Crushing Shock, Inner Light, Bound Aegis, Critical Surge, and Power Overload on the front bar. Then we have Boundless Storm, Elemental Drain, Ball of Lightning, Hardened Ward, Dark Conversion, and Greater Storm Atronach. You could run actually Barrier there with the Magicka 8 passive for more Magicka recovery. But yeah, so let's get into the pots real quick, what I'm using for food as well. We're using Ghastly Eyeball. You want the max Magicka and Magicka recovery from this, it's really good for this kind of build. And for the potion, I'm using this one, Invisibility and Speed. That way, when you're getting, chased by people, you can streak away like that and use an invis and then move in unpredictable directions. It's a really nice way to survive when, you're in such a squishy build with low resistances and low stats. By the way, our back bar is here to help us survive with streak, with a shield, and if you have to do a 1v1 you can put Elemental Drain. This will give you extra sustain and damage. Okay, so that's covered. Now we want the Lover Mundus with all of these divines enchants. This will buff your overall damage and your Calarion. That's why we use it instead of the Shadow, I think it is, for the crit. I'm not sure about that. So anyway, yeah. We are also a Vampire Stage 2. You could go higher, but Stage 2 unlocks you this passive. When you leave Sneak, you're gonna get an extra 300 spell damage, which is gonna increase your burst, of course. And if you want like really crazy damage, instead of Elemental Drain, you can slot Blood Frenzy. But yeah, I think it leaves you with too much missing health, and it reduces your survivability. I like to gank someone, then survive, run around, and come back and gank them again, so that's why I'm running Elemental Drain. But if you don't mind being really squishy and dying and having crazy damage, you can go for that. You could go as well for stage 4 vampire, so that you can get this invisibility when you sprint. I just don't think it's really worth it here because we have like 10k stamina, and even if we have tri-food, it's like 14k stamina. You can't really sprint for that long, so it's up to you, I guess. I would stay to stage 2. Now let's do the CP and then I will show you the combo. So this is definitely min-maxed. I suggest you just copy this. I'm just gonna scroll through them and you can pause the video when you'd like. We have this for sneak because we sneak a lot, so reduce the cost of sneak. And there it is, guys. Now let's see how the combo works. Oh, my streak failed right there. Okay, whatever. So you want to enter sneak. Ideally, you want to be behind them, but doesn't really matter too much. You want to enter sneak. You want to buff your major sorcery with crit surge, like so. You want to cast your overload, and then you want to cast a crystal blast, light attack overload, crushing shock, light attack overload, crushing shock, and this will kill anyone because you will have an extra Calarian proc in there as well. So just showing quickly how it is. Light attack, crushing shock, light attack, crushing shock, there it is, and you see the Calarian proc as well, so just doing that again for you guys. Crystal blast, overload, crushing shock, overload, crushing shock, and we had the Calarian again proc, so this is a fuck ton of damage, yeah. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the build, have fun with it, and I'll see you next time for the next video. Peace.